Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News, or as I like to say when I'm standing alone by myself, hashtag Trucker News. All right, let's get to these news stories. I got great ones for you. If you're wondering what is Trucker News, I'm an illiterate truck driver. I'm going to do my best to read these news stories to you, so hang in there. I'm going to read them so you don't have to, but you got to put up with some illiteracy. Yes, I am concerned about the English language proficiency. See, I can't even say that. Coming up in June, I am concerned about it. I did call my mom and get her to send me my Hooked on Phonics tapes when I was a kid. So maybe I can get those. Maybe I'll make it. Who knows? Let's get to the news. I got great news stories for you today. Truck driver arrested for driving a semi-truck through the back nine of a golf course. Here, come on. Trucking company owner arrested for scheming to defraud Amazon Logistics for $3 million. Arizona officers are going to focus on two interstates during 72-hour commercial DOT blitz. The police chief says team drivers on work visas are going to pay for a devastating crash in Alabama. A California box truck and driver taken out of service in Tennessee for missing roof, shifting sides, and more. Box truck Willie, what are you doing? Drivers may pursue a lawsuit against Amazon after being hit by cars due to poor signage at the warehouse. Opinions on that coming soon. UPS plans to cut 20,000 jobs, 73 facilities in 2025 in order to become more nimble. And then the opinion piece of the day. Two people have been sentenced after police find 110 pounds of cocaine in a big rig parked at a service plaza for an unusually long time. There you go. Let's get into these news stories. Let's go. Truck driver is arrested after driving semi-truck through the back nine of a golf course. Truck driver's facing charges after causing serious damage to the back nine of a golf course in Ohio. The incident happened at the North Star Golf Club in Columbus, Ohio, according to ABC 6 News. Guprete Dahalawali. Man, I swear to God, if you notice a trend, these sumbitches' names just keep getting crazier and crazier. I'm going to call this guy Gus. His name's Gus from now on. You know, if you go to Wendy's and they ask you, hey, what's your name for the order? Give them a common name. Don't give them Goprete Dalawal. No. Your name's Gus now. G-U-S. Gus. I've officially changed it for you. Gus entered the golf course in his semi-truck at the clubhouse and drove through the back nine of the golf course until he reached the 12th hole. A bridge at the 16th hole was destroyed in the incident. Yo, Gus was wilding out. Police were called to the scene and confronted Gus, who told officers he was lost. Yeah, son bitch, you lost as hell for you at the golf course in a semi-truck, you dumb bastard. Police say he could not provide a coherent reason why he would be driving a semi-truck through a golf course. Go, Gus, what are you doing? They gonna deport your ass for this one, Gus. I got a feeling. The semi-truck had no license plate at the time of the incident, but the police were able to identify the vehicle through its insurance card. Wow, he actually had insurance? Hell, I'm surprised by that one. The rig was reportedly involved in a crash the night before the golf course incident. Gus refused to submit a breathalyzer or a urine test, but officers did locate unidentified pills in his truck cab. The pills have not yet been identified. Get them out of here. No more trucking for Gus. Get that son of a bitch out of here. It don't need to go down like this. We got enough people that want to drive truck to not have people like Gus behind the wheel. I'm just saying. Trucking company owner arrested for scheming to defraud Amazon Logistics of $3 million. Woo, that's a payday. A Connecticut man's facing more than a dozen charges connected to a year-long trucking scheme to defraud Amazon of over $3 million on May 7th. Here we go, these fucking names again. Amir Nasser. We're going to call this guy Al. I officially changed his name to Al. Al was indicted by federal grand jury on 13 counts of wire fraud, according to a statement from the U.S. Attorney's Office of the District of Connecticut. Al was arrested on May 8th and was since been released on a $300,000 bond. Well, hell, he's got all kind of money. He's flush. You know what I mean? He was taken care of by Amazon. As alleged in the incident, Amazon Logistics and Amazon subsidiary contracts with various interstate trucking businesses to transport both empty trailers and trailers containing heavy loads of freight between cities and between warehouses, fulfillment centers operated by Amazon. Al registered 23 trucking businesses with Amazon. One of the accounts was created in the name of Al's business, Pack Express Transport, and others were created fraudulently using the names and identification information of other trucking and transportation companies without the knowledge of the operators of those companies. Come on, Al. Come on, Al. You can do better. So he's been indicted. He's out on bond. You know, of course he can come up with it. He's a fraudster. Arizona officers to focus enforcement on 2 interstates during 72-hour commercial inspection blitz. Here you go. Here's the blueprints. They're going to give it to you. Arizona Department of Transportation announced 2 enforcement areas next week's International Road Check Commercial Vehicle Inspection Blitz. The Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance Road Check campaign will take place throughout North America on Tuesday, May 13th through Thursday, May 15th. During road check, commercial vehicles and drivers are inspected at weigh stations, designated inspection areas, and along roadways to ensure regulatory compliance. Come on now. That'd be a good time to start the English language proficiency. But apparently we give 6-week exemptions to laws now. You know, if we're going to give 6-week exemption to laws, can we start with bank robbing? Can I rob a few banks for the next 6 weeks and not go to jail over it or not get in trouble over it? How about transporting large amounts of drugs? I hear there's good money in that. Can I do that for a couple weeks and not go to jail over it? Yeah, that's right. I'm a little pissed that we don't enforce laws that we should be enforcing in this country. You know, the hell with safety. The hell with people trying to do the right thing. Let's let the criminals keep being criminals for 6 more weeks, right? Arizona specifically enforced efforts will be concentrated to 2 interstates in northern Arizona. They're going to work on I-17 and I-40. Arizona says road check enforcement areas will include I-17 from McGoville to Flagstaff and I-10 from Flagstaff to Parks Rest Area, and in addition to ports of entry in northern Arizona. So there you go. If you run Arizona, those 2, be expecting some extra enforcement. Police chief says team drivers on work visas are going to pay for devastating crash into a line of stopped cars at a red light in Alabama. The Thomasville police chief said that 2 team drivers on work visas are going to pay for a deadly dramatic crash into a line of cars stopped at a red light in Alabama earlier this week. 45-year-old, here we go again, Andreli Demeterko. You're also Al. You're just going to be called Al now. I mean, at $250 a vowel, this sumbitch couldn't buy his own name on The Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? Too many vowels in there. And consonants going together. What are we doing here? But anyway, Al Jr., I'm going to call this one Al Jr. Al Jr. is facing manslaughter charges for Tuesday, May 6th crash on southbound Highway 43 at the South Industrial Park Drive intersection in Thomasville, Alabama. The crash happened when Al Jr. drove straight through a line of cars stopped at a red light with no sign of hitting the brakes. On an international phone call, maybe? I'm just saying. 2 people were killed and 4 people were injured as Al Jr. was seen walking around the incident and was medically cleared during the check afterwards. 31-year-old Denise Kucher, we'll call this one Cooch. Cooch was also inside the semi-truck at the time of the wreck. Both men are currently in the U.S. on work visas, according to a press release from police. It's a shame to me. I mean, we got plenty of people out here in America that want to be truck drivers. But the problem is all the mega carriers go around saying, oh, well, we got a truck driver shortage. Call the ATA. They'll tell you. It's a bunch of lying bullshit, okay? Plenty of truck drivers in America. No truck driver shortages to speak of. It's just a way to get slave labor in here. They go to these other countries and they say, oh, our truck drivers want a livable wage to drive a truck and be gone from their family all the time. Let's go find some slaves to do it. I mean, that's what it is. It's modern day slavery. When you exploit people for cheap labor, that's called slavery. 2 people were killed. Shame. It's a damn shame. 2 people killed. According to the WKRG5, the FBI has joined the investigation of the accident because Al Jr. is in the United States from Russia on a work visa and required a translator to effectively speak to police. There we go. Police chief said they're going to pay. Thomasville Police Chief Mitchell Stuckey said, we can't make the loved ones lost yesterday come back, but we can certainly make one responsible pay. All they did was stop at a red light. It could have happened to anybody. He says, I've been a fireman over 40 years, said Thomasville Mayor Sheldon Day. This is one of the worst accidents we've ever seen or worked in the city limits during my career. Each of our first responders needs your prayers. They are on the front lines and did a tremendous job today. However, during that process, we see things you cannot unsee. There you go. As I keep saying, let's just give this country away. Let's just give it away to anybody that wants to come here and take it. It's for giveaway, everybody. You know, it's like this country hasn't been built for hundreds of years to just be given away. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't mind. You want to come here, you want to make a better life, that's part of the American dream. But you've got to, like, follow the rules, and you've got to assimilate, you know? And unfortunately, all these people have been lied to because they've went to these other countries and said, America needs truck drivers right now. Go over there and be a truck driver. You don't even have to speak English. It's a lie. It's a lie, and those people that said that and did that should be prosecuted for doing that because you're making things unsafe for people here trying to do the right thing. That's my take. So, yeah. Truck drivers, there's no truck driver shortage in America. The ATA is a cancer. I wish I could make it go away tomorrow. In my opinion, the ATA is a cancer on trucking. I have no respect for those people. They lie. It's a pay-for-play organization. It has nothing to do with truck drivers. It's all about that money. And I got nothing to do with it. Do not like the ATA. All right. California box truck and driver have been taken out of service in Tennessee for a missing roof and shifting sides and more. I mean, this box truck is shredded to pieces. You wouldn't believe it. Tennessee Highway Patrol placed the box truck and its driver out of service for numerous safety violations. On May 6th, Tennessee Highway Patrol took to social media to detail a recent traffic stop in Humphreys County. A trooper with the Tennessee Highway Patrol Motor Carrier Plus unit stopped a box truck in Humphreys County with a missing roof, shifting sides, and fiberglass debris breaking off the truck onto the roadway, boys. This driver did not have a medical certificate, and the vehicle had cracked rails and missing roof supports. The California-based carrier was intrastate only, which means isn't permitted to be driven outside of California. The driver and vehicle were placed out of service. Yeah, and that vehicle should be impounded until it gets an interstate ability, not intrastate, and a driver with a medical certificate to drive it off the lot. But see, this is my thing, is we don't enforce crap like this. They'll let him leave after 10, 12 hours. No. It's like the English proficiency thing coming up in a couple of weeks. How are they enforcing that? Because to me, if you put someone out of service for not speaking English, you can't let that truck leave unless it has an English-speaking driver in it. So you can't put the guy out of service for 10 hours. He can't learn English in 10 hours. I mean, unless he's a genius, then maybe he could. But I'm just saying, if it's safety, you got to impound that vehicle until they get someone out there that can speak English to drive it out of there. Again, my opinion, probably won't happen because we know how money works, right? We know how money works. That's the reason Obama and them repealed the English language thing anyway. It was because of money. Big companies said, hey, we need our freight moved cheaper. Truck drivers make too much money. Can we import some slave labor from another country? And of course, you know, politicians, I ain't just blaming Obama because, hey, let's face it, if it's been in since Obama, it was in during Trump's last administration, right? And then Biden again, and now they're going to do something about it? What, 12 years later we're going to do something about it? Wow, thanks guys, you're doing a bang-up job out there enforcing laws and repealing laws. No. It's all a bunch of bullshit to me. I don't think none of this is really going to matter because we know how big money works. Big money says, I need slave labor. If I can't get a robot to do it, I want a slave to do it. Just how I see it. Drivers may pursue a lawsuit against Amazon after being hit by cars due to poor signage. 2 truck drivers and their families are now pursuing a lawsuit against Amazon after incidents involving poor signage at an Indiana warehouse that led to severe injury and death. Lord have mercy. Both truckers were attempting to make deliveries to an Amazon warehouse in Hancock County, Indiana, but were confused about where they needed to go due to lack of signage. Both drivers parked in the turn lane in the center of the road and got out to walk up to the facility for directions. In the September 2022 case involving truck driver Mahari Akabu attempted to cross 300 North on foot when he was hit by a passing car. The force of the collision threw him 30 feet, leaving him with many broken bones and other catastrophic injuries. Now, how the fuck is that Amazon's problem? You can't cross a street? How is that? I mean, I ain't sticking up for Amazon. I think it's one of the worst corporations in ever. It's another slave labor corporation, you know? But, I mean, how you going to fucking sue somebody when you can't cross a street, right? I mean, you know how many streets I've crossed and never been hit by a car? I'm just saying. Still to this day, he does not work, attorney Brandon Yashi says. He cannot work. He cannot drive a truck. His wife is still taking care of him. His wife is still helping him bathe. In October 2022, the case involving truck driver Haraval Dijon was also attempting to cross 300 on foot, getting directions after parking in the turn lane when he was hit by a passing tanker truck. The force of the collision caused gruesome scene where Dijon died. I don't get it. You park in the road and then you can't get across the road and you get hit by a car and all of a sudden it's Amazon's fault? I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that or not. But whatever. UPS plans to cut 20,000 jobs in 73 buildings in 2025 in order to become more nimble. Ooh, UPS trying to get flexible for me. The United States Postal Service is expected to cut 20,000 jobs in 73 buildings by late 2025 in an attempt to become more nimble, according to the late April announcement. UPS announced the layoffs on April 29th as part of its first quarter earnings report. The announcement comes after the company's plan to reduce its deliveries for Amazon's a partner which brought in 11.8% of UPS's overall revenue in 2024. The 20,000 job cut will be accompanied by the closure of 73 leased and owned buildings by the end of June 2025. UPS expects the reduction in overall business reach will reduce the company's expenses by $3.5 billion. The cost savings initiated has been dubbed New Network Reconfiguration and Efficiency Reimagined and is expected to last until 2027. Come on. Damn, UPS cutting it down a lot. But hey, if Amazon won't pay you, you can't be doing the business with them. You know, it's just facts. Just facts. 2 people have been sentenced after police find 110 pounds of cocaine in a big rig parked at an Ohio service plaza for an unusually long time. Probably not a good idea to store your cocaine in a semi parked at a service plaza, we're learning now. This is breaking news. 2 men without legal status in the U.S. have been sentenced to prison in connection with the scheme to use a semi-truck to transport illegal drugs. You know, I didn't cherry pick these stories based on people that are in this country of non, citizens. You know, I just picked news stories that I thought would appeal to truckers. But have you noticed how many of these are a result of someone that is here doing things they shouldn't be doing? I'm really lying. I just see it like every time I do a trucker news, I see this like reoccurring theme that just keeps happening. You know, a lot of people here illegally doing illegal shit. That's what needs to be stopped, in my opinion. Indian nationals, girl Pinday Singh, every one of them some bitches last name Singh, and Gushram Singh, 25, were sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance. On October 3rd, Ohio State Police, October 3rd, 2023, Ohio State Highway Patrol, troopers and U.S. border agents noticed a semi-truck parked for an unusually extended amount of time at a travel plaza in Wood County off of I-280. Officers checked the truck's U.S. DOT number and learned that it had a previous association with drug trafficking and was therefore not authorized to haul interstate commerce. Police began surveying the truck. The next day, officers noticed the truck had been relocated to another service plaza along 280, where it remained parked for an extended amount of time. Because authorities observed the truck being stationary for a total of 24 hours at two different travel plazas, they proceeded to contact the DEA Toledo Field Office for assistance. Agents then had a consensual encounter with the two defendants associated with the truck. During the encounter, Gupindal Singh denied parking the truck at a previous location where the truck was observed the day before. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Border Patrol K-9 was deployed. The dog alerted to the presence of drugs, and as they say, the rest is history, folks. So there you go. Mr. Singh and Mr. Singh's cocaine business has ended early. Not a successful endeavor, it seems like, but that's Trucker News, folks. Thanks so much for watching Trucker News. I do appreciate you watching these videos. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment if you got something to say about the video. I try to respond to as many as I can, but with all my YouTube endeavors going, I don't get to all of them. So take care of each other out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today. Zero Breeze, a lightweight portable air conditioner that makes 5,280 BTUs of cooling power. Yes, you need this if you idle your truck overnight to stay cool. Yes, this will save you tons of money. Use my link below when you order, and I appreciate it. Quick, I just want to remind everybody about the Mudflap app. If you're not using Mudflap, check it out, download it. It should be part of your fueling program. It's a free app. Go download it from the Apple or Android store. You sign up using credit card or bank account. No credit checks, nothing like that. No fuel card needed. Get yourself huge discounts on fuel. I buy about half of my fuel through it right now. It's an amazing free app. It's 100% legit. Sign up using my promo code there, and I'll get $10 in free fuel. You'll get $10 in free fuel. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.